Welcome to Dentflow. This tutorial will show you how to set up a new case. It will also teach you how to choose a designer for your case, based on peer reviews and desired turnaround time. For this demonstration, we are using a scan of 3-unit screw-retained bridge. Let's get started. To start a new case, simply press the Create New Case button located on the screen in the upper right corner, next to your profile icon. Type in reference information. Be sure not to use the patient's name for confidentiality reasons. You can also type in the age and gender of the patient, if known, but this information is optional. Here you will also find your delivery presets of 3, 8, and 24 hours. You will also notice there is a custom option if you need a specific turnaround time. We are going to use the custom delivery time option for this case. The next step is to upload our scan files. Simply click Browse and select the relevant files from your local computer. Then click Upload to start uploading. To save time, you can also drag and drop the files directly into the file area of this page. Once the files are uploaded, you will define the type of scan for each file: upper jaw, lower jaw, gingiva, scan markers, etc. You can then perform a visual validation of the scan integrity and orientation by looking at the preview window on the right side of the screen. For the next step, let's choose the type of design work we need. Our current options are design of restoration, i.e. crowns, veneers, implant bridges, etc. Design of a model out of an intraoral scan, design of a splint. In the near future, we'll be offering surgical guide design as well. For this tutorial, we are going to choose restoration. Now we will choose the specifics of our restoration. The prescription. The first step is to set any global parameters. These are parameters that will affect all areas of the design. For example, spacer, undercuts to open the margin or keep it closed, Pontic style, touching the gingiva or not, different contact points, etc. Then we select the tooth and choose the type of restoration and the material to be used. For each tooth, we can change parameters like minimal thickness, cutback area, and even the type of implant if needed. We can also choose an additional attachment if relevant for the case. Once we're done with our first tooth setup, we can copy and paste these parameters to additional teeth in order to save time. Let's connect the teeth to make it a bridge by clicking on those little circles between the teeth. On the left side of the screen, we can see the project specification, including all the global and specific tooth parameters. Now, we need to choose a designer. The system will automatically show you all designers qualified and available to accept the case. We can further filter this list by budget, language, type of CAD software, and rework policy. This is a designer card, where we can see the price they charge for the whole case, his peer review rating, and on how many cases he was reviewed. We can go into his profile and see his portfolio, the language he speaks, which software he's using, and his portfolio. If we like this designer's profile, you can add him to our favorite list by clicking on this flag here. We will choose him as our first selection. If you are in a hurry to get this work done, it might make sense to select a few more designers for our case and sort them in this queue according to our preference. This will increase the chance our case will be delivered as quickly as possible. Here, important information on how the designer queue works. If within 5 minutes the first designer in the queue is not available to accept our case, the next designer will also be given the opportunity to accept the case. This continues every 5 minutes until one of the designers from your list will accept the job. This mechanism saves us the need to go back to our PC to pick a new designer in case our first choice ends up not being available. Finally, we set up our method of payment. The price shown is the highest from all the designers we selected for the queue, but the actual payment will be determined by the actual designer who accepted the case first. enter your credit card details, and the project is now live. That's it. The case will now be sent to the designers in your queue. Once accepted, you will receive notification on your Dentflow message screen and an SMS to your cell phone. At this point, you will be given the name of the designer who accepted the case. From that moment on, you are able to communicate directly with the designer in case you have special requests or questions, or if any extra files need to be shared. Once you get an SMS that the designer has finished their work, you can go view the project files and see the designed restoration in the preview window. If you are happy with the design, simply approve them. Or if needed, you can ask the designer to make any changes you think may be needed by using the built-in chat functionality. Once you approve the case, you will have the opportunity to leave a comment to the designer and then rate him based on timeliness, quality, and level of service. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and we hope it came in handy. For any questions or more information, please email us to support@dentflow.com.